Okay. Yeah, so the main objective is currently place yourself in front of ready and willing people um, that desire and have an intent to work in the profession that you are in, that are willing to mesh in the ecosystem cohesively. Um, okay, so what I mean is that it's like focusing on the back end transactions. Um, we already established that you are a working individual in your field or industry, but you really need to understand the back end transactions. So what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, whenever you and your girlfriend, your spouse, your partner, whoever you're dating, y'all usually complain about the day, right? No, 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 y'all don't complain. Y'all have inspirational and intellectual discussions about your day, and even uh, after being paid, you have intellectual conversations, more or less stargazing. So what I mean by that is, you know, even however bad our day was, we still talk about how we're inspired by certain things. We might get things from Twitter or Facebook. We're inspired by these things and we might draw art, but um, we're stargazing about what we want in the future. All right. So I like to thank being black right now in my stable market of real estate and being a professional in that, being able to conduct business in the facet of whatever degree I choose to plan or even working with black groups. So this can work in favor due to being a minority, um, you know, barred from certain um, accolades or accreditations. Um, but you can also network with people of your own race or color. Um, you know, it's almost like working with grandmothers in the hood, the ones with the barred houses. Um, you can't you can't just go over there. You have to establish yourself as a person in the community before then, and then grandma notice you. Um, so you have to build like that. One of the oddest things in conducting transactions is listening to the jumbled madness of a client banter and remain focused on selective hearing so you can execute at ABC. You'll always be closing. Um, what I mean by that is, most of the time, whenever you talk to a client or a prospective client, so a customer, they always banter off about my daughter goes to my son-in-law goes to this, and you have to navigate the words that they reach out onto you. So you have to understand. Well, I'm reading this from you. Okay, so I seem that you are a little bit lacking knowledge in this area. I do have the expertise, and then you provide them with that, and that's how you would conduct a conversation with the random banter until you are a professional in your business. So when you once reach that realm in the stratosphere, you would think professional business would be these people are ready and willing at that time, and you place yourself in front of them. Once you're in front of them, you're just coordinating, almost like a air traffic controller. So what I mean, in certain realms of business, it will almost be like, would you tell your client, your customer, You would need an inspection. Inspection is a key part. You have If you have well business partners, you can gravitate and tell them, "Oh yes, I do. I can include the inspection as a part." But that's not a critical part. A critical part will be underwriting and loan approval. So you coordinate these things. So whenever you maintain that or attain that hive, that striving people that are just ready and willing, you just point and shoot. Well, we're not gonna do too much ramble banter about um, the Joneses or you know whoever. You just they know what they need, and then they know that you're a service exclusively at that. Um, personal. So my personal banter and opinion should not affect your decision on purchasing anything. If anything, my brand should attract you to continue to do and conduct business with me in the future. Um, that's what you know. My personal banter wouldn't mean anything. So, uh, one of the things I get, hey, do you know about title? Hey, what's going on? It's Joel. Just plugging in with you guys. So what I know about title is, um, title is actually handled at the closing. So title company, that's just the chain of who owns the house or the property or the land. They have land deals, they have foreclosures. So whenever title gets thrown about, title is a company where they transact who owns the land. Hey, I don't know what the next step is after an approval. After an approval, a loan approval at that, you can be on your merry way to start looking for a home and your home purchase journey. Hey, could you show me what an inspection is? Well, an inspection, those are handled by inspectors in the real estate market. They are people and entities that conduct business by inspecting, oh, are your GRE plugs up to code? Are your attics up to code? Is your installation up to standing? Um, Things like that, structural damage. They can tell you if you have plumbing issues. Those are inspectors. They can give you a brief estimate of how much a um, a physical um, any physical damage is worth, and how much it'll cost you. So it's almost like an inspector estimator. Hey, how could you get great by hosting my open? Oh, hey, could you do great by hosting my open house as an open house? My house as an open house? I jumbled that up. Hey, could you do great by hosting my house as an open house? Hosting your house as an open house, I'll be more than appreciative to hosting your house as an open house. Most of the time, I usually have 7 people that come in my open house. I generate a lot of business by doing open houses. Open houses are a major factor for my business. I meet lots of new faces. They are almost like grocery stores for me. So whenever people come into open houses, I usually greet them with a smile. I tell them about having a nice day, and then I proceed to walk them through the house, give them a sheet, and give them an experience. Most of the time, I might have an inspector there that's at the open house with me. It depends solely on the weekend at day. Um, hey, my mortgage is 7 and I want it lowered. Well, you can actually get your home refinanced. If you have a mortgage rate of 7%, you can actually refinance your home and get your mortgage lowered. Those are some of the different things that I get. I get that a lot in question format. Um, those questions are so common right now, especially coming to me. Um, and I always assist you, I always point you in the right direction. I don't want you to go in the wrong way. But yeah, guys, I just give me all some information. I have some more better conducted information videos coming. I'm graduating my videos too, as well. So I mean, if I don't speak the language that you speak on a professional playing field, I can definitely clear that up and talk to you in a better way so we can be able to better perceive each other. All right.